in the Rose Park district of Missoula, Italy, and I'm gonna take you to a restaurant that you'd expect. I mean, scratch making the pastas, basically scratch making the entire menu. They bake their bread in the basement and they sell it to the local stores. I mean, they're doing everything you would expect from an awesome Italian restaurant. This is Florabella. Oh, wait a second, did I say Missoula, Italy? No, I meant Missoula, Montana. We're in Montana, folks. Check it out.
Montaldini, table 40.
You can just tell with every dish there's a touch that you don't get at other Italian restaurants.
We have the Italian sub here.
This is a great date night restaurant. They have fantastic scratch pasta.
And that fine Italian feel comes from Chef Ben Berta's experience in high-end kitchens. But he also grew up in Montana, and he knows his audience.
When we opened initially, it was a little too fancy. People wanted comfort and they wanted approachable. So we pivoted to rustic country-style Italian. Things like handmade pasta every day and meatballs. Sally, Meatball Sub?
Meatball Sub is one of my favorite things. I love the lamb meat with the sauce and the cheese.
We're gonna make baguettes for our lamb meatball sandwich. During 2020, cultured to sourdough.
Love it.
Our water, 2 different flours, hard red winter wheat and malted hard red winter wheat. We'll mix it, add kosher salt, and mix it again. Proof for an hour, hour and a half, and then we'll portion.
Beautiful.
Let it rest for 30 minutes. Then we'll shape, let it proof overnight.
Chill it.
Yep, and score it. This is gonna bake at 450 for 15 minutes.
How many loaves in an area this big?
25.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
That's about the size of the Camaro. I'm gonna just need to be able to get those to go.
All right, meatballs. Pork shoulder here, lamb leg here, and some pancetta.
It's my amount of pancetta right there.
Coarse grind one time. We're gonna mix together everything we got here. Fennel, some oregano, salt here,
Italian parsley.
MSG, chili flake. Mix this up here, put that over the top. We're gonna make a panade, fish sauce,
The old famous Italian fish sauce meatball recipe.
milk, egg, ricotta, little sofrito here, garlic confit, and breadcrumbs. Gonna mix all this together, shape these, bake these in the combi oven, just a little bit of steam for 30 minutes, 350.
Meatballs are done.
Now we're gonna make pomodoro sauce, San Marzanos, salt and sugar, some fresh basil.
Let this simmer a little bit and then hit it with the immersion blender.
Yep.
Let these continue to render down, cook a little bit more, and then we'll be off to the races.
I'm gonna put together a little Sammy for you.
That is gorgeous.
I'll fill it up with these lamb meatballs, pickled Fresnos on here, Fontina and Parmesan.
And if that's just not enough, how about some burrata?
Throw this in our pizza oven, 550 degrees for a couple minutes.
The molten lava.
Tear a little basil.
Are we cutting that thing in half?
This is a fork and knife dish for sure.
It's delicious. The lamb is what elevates the meatball. It's a really nice, light, flavorful meatball. The bread will save anything. The ricotta, which is always one of my favorites. Don't get fooled with thinking it's just a lamb meatball. It's such big flavor.
Our meatball sub for you, Madeline.
When you bite into it, so tender.
This is phenomenal. It ties together really well.
It's pretty flavorful.
Meatball, go into the oven.
They've done a really good job.
Not too high end that it's not approachable, though.
You can come in your cowboy hat.
So I'm here in the Alamo Heights area of San Antonio, Texas. And what is that they say about Texas? It's always bigger in Texas. Well, I hear about these two guys, and they got a joint where they're making everything big. Let's see, they're making their beer, they're making their bread, they're making their pizza dough. This is Wild Barley.
Coming down, need pickled jalapenos.
Wild Barley is a really great restaurant that has the perks of a brewery.
Rolling Fog IPA.
Our place to go. We choose it over every other restaurant in San Antonio.
It's done with integrity and it shines through.
Hey, how's that brisket come along?
Is it a pizza joint, sandwich joint, brewery?
It's kind of like all those things.
Everything is made from scratch and beautiful.
But getting to this point was one baby step at a time for college pals Mark Fogelsong and Holland Lawrence.
We knew our end goal was gonna be the kitchen and brewery. So we started the trailer. Once this kitchen was done, we cut this place in half and then built out the brewery on the back end.
So give me the rundown on the pizzas, or the bread.
Everything's sourdough, so that's the premise.
Reuben on Marble Drive.
The Reuben is phenomenal.
The pastrami that they use, the sauerkraut, as soon as they put the plate in front of you, you can smell how fresh the bread is.
What are we into first?
The dark rye, which is gonna be the first part of our marbled rye.
Why not?
Some water, our sourdough starter. I got it from my aunt. Her and her sisters did the friendship bread. She kept it alive. That's about 38 or so.
Really?
Yeah,
Okay,
so
it's been going for a while.
It's been going in the family for quite a while. Molasses, high protein white flour, stone ground wheat, caraway seed.
Caraway seed.
The salt, cocoa powder for that darkness. Mix this up for about 8 minutes. Let it rest over the next 3 hours. Fold it about every hour. We're gonna be doing overnight fermentation.
Then when that comes out,
We got the light rye, dark rye.
one gets the molasses, one gets honey, one gets the cocoa powder, and the other one doesn't.
Yep.
Got it.
Go with the light. We overlap it
So you're twisting one up, a little tuck and roll,
Tuck.
hit a little spray.
And put it into the pan.
These are gonna proof again?
About 2 hours. We're gonna bake them in our pizza oven, about 30 to 40 minutes.
Okay, we get in the pastrami?
First, gonna make a sachet, pickle and spice, whole cumin, mustard seed, coriander, black pepper, guajillo. Just put a little garlic in there as well. Tie that guy up.
Here we go.
In the pot.
So we've got water.
Salt first, brown sugar, our local Texas honey.
Assumed local, we don't know where those bees go.
Curing salt.
And then drop the sachet.
For about 30 minutes. Add ice water.
Then over the top of the brisket, for how long?
About 14 days.
Really?
Yes, sir.
What are we gonna rub it with?
Black pepper and coriander. Grind it fresh. All right.
We're gonna smoke this.
225 for a couple hours. We're gonna bump up the temperature to about 250. Let it smoke for about 6 hours. We'll wrap it up and then finish it off. Final pull temp, about 203, and bring it in.
Anything else going with this sandwich?
Some sauerkraut.
Let me guess, we make that also.
It is fermentation, right?
It is fermentation.
Green cabbage. Salt, little caraway in there. We crunch it up by hand.
That salt starts to spoil out some of the moisture out of the cabbage.
And then we'll put it into the jar, and then that ferments.
How long is it gonna stay fermenting?
About a 14 to 21 day time frame.
You need every bit of the square footage in this place if you're gonna ferment this much stuff.
That's right.
Everybody has Russian dressing, but you don't have Russian dressing?
We have Sputnik sauce.
Why is it called Sputnik?
Because it's out of this world.
Done. You'll be here all week.
Right.
Try the pastrami.
We're gonna start out with grated onion, Worcestershire sauce, horseradish, ketchup, and hot sauce. Put a little cayenne in there, mix this up, finish off, and fold in the mayo.
Got it.
A little bit of salt. All right, let's make a sandwich.
Oh, it's good, right?
Butter in the bread.
Bro,
Thank you.
that is really good kraut, bro.
Our brisket.
Who's smokering on that? That's beautiful.
Nice Sputnik sauce on the bread.
I like that big meaty texture of it. It's a lot different than the thin slice.
Then we're gonna do a quick steam, get that cheese nice and melted. We're ready. Plate it up for you.
The bread has got such great crumbs. The pastrami cut that way is genius. Great texture, great chew. The sauerkraut is not overpowering. The out of this world Russian dressing all day long, bro. Delicious.
Here's your Reuben. Enjoy.
Pastrami is thick, it's smoky flavor, it's a game changer.
The wild barley is an absolute gem.
So it's Thanksgiving time. Now, on Diners, Drive-Ins, and Dives, I have traveled all over this great country, meeting all types of folks celebrating this holiday their own way. So here I am in Albuquerque, New Mexico, where a father and son team have been baking up New Mexican specialties since 1972. And wait till you see the type of turkey they bake. This is Golden Crown Panaderia.
And they definitely know how to make a guy feel welcome. It all began in '72 when military man Pratt Morales got after what he really loved to do.
I always wanted to be a baker, and everywhere in the world that I traveled in the military, I would wind up at the local bakery.
And it took just another 30 years to get a reliable business partner.
Couldn't afford a CEO, so I raised my own.
Together, they turned out a one-of-a-kind menu.
It's all about the bizcochitos here.
I like the pumpkin empanadas. But when it comes to Thanksgiving,
isn't that beautiful?
It's no surprise that the bird is absolutely the word.
Okay, what are we gonna make?
I want to make some dough, and this is going to be the wheat part of the turkey.
The wheat part?
Which is the leg, the drumsticks, and the wings. Got some nice stone ground wheat flour. This is bread flour, a lot of gluten in here. Put a little bit of salt in there, a little bit of shortening, and let it mix for a little bit. Some molasses. That's going to give us some of the color, but also some of the sweetener too. And to soften up the dough a little bit, we're going to put some honey.
Darling.
Beautiful. And now we're going to add some water to it. I'm going to add it slowly, little by little by little. Time for the yeast. We got all the mixes in there, so here we go. We stop it, bring it all out here. And what I'm going to do now to make our turkey is going to be made in 3 parts. I'm going to cut the drumsticks. The wings is going to be about ½ a pound. There you go. I have another dough that I need to make the white part of the turkey, which is the breast. White flour, a little bit of sugar, salt, the shortening.
Gotcha.
Water. And add the yeast. Well, here we go.
Okay. How long have you been doing this?
About 40 years.
40 years you've been making these?
Yes. Mm-hmm. Oh, this is going to be the drumsticks.
I see it.
The dark meat. And then we're going to do the body, which is the white part of the turkey. the breast, and this is gonna go right in here.
Seriously.
Okay, and I'm gonna twist it like this. Now, we're gonna do the wings. Okay, now, we're gonna cut the top part of the turkey, separate it. There you go, and then the wings, separate them over here also. The bone.
A taxidermist. Giving you a little texture.
There you go. And I'm gonna do a very light egg wash, give it a golden color. Some rosemary, a little bit of parsley, a little rice, as high as you will.
Okay. Wait for it. Ready? There you go.
Here we go, guys.
Look at that. That's beautiful.
Isn't that beautiful? There
I think
you
people
are.
would like to have a turkey that looked that good.
I'm gonna slice you a piece.
Okay.
How's that?
I like to have some of the knee.
The little knee right there.
Big crust on there. I get a little bit of that molasses.
There you go.
Try some of the breast.
There's a good part right there.
It has huge crust on it, but then it's just pillowy soft on the inside.
On the inside.
You know, a little bit of that rosemary on that bread. Tastes like holiday right off the bat.
So I'm here in San Antonio, Texas, on the east side, about 5 minutes from downtown, and right on the backside of Fort Sam Houston. Now, after 9/11, they closed the gates, and a lot of the businesses in this area, they took off. But if you're looking for a restaurant where the chef is living and loving and laughing and cooking and rhyming and teaching and winning all at the age of 89, then this is your place. This is Ma Harper's Creole Kitchen.
Cajun sausage.
Tried everything on the menu, and it's all delicious.
Po' boy right off of Bourbon Street.
The atmosphere and the people will make it even better.
Which all begins with the illustrious Ma Harper, who got into the restaurant biz after retiring from her first career. You worked at the Air Force Base?
Yes, I worked on the F-15, F-16 Unified. I worked on the 107, 108, 106 fuel pumps. I worked on the wing, and I've worked in electronics.
Get out. Well, you don't have to get out. It's your house. You can stay.
Guess what?
I'll leave.
If I get out, I'm gonna take you with me.
I like it. These days, she's putting to use what she learned cooking for 15 siblings growing up in New Orleans.
I especially like the gumbo.
When we go to New Orleans, we try all the gumbo. They don't compare to Ma Harper.
So, we got the whole enchilada.
Without the tortilla.
Let's hit it.
Water and the crabs, not the shrimp yet.
Because the shrimp will overcook.
Thank you. Let somebody know that's how you cook. Chicken. Don't do that.
Nope, why?
Let me teach you.
Okay, come on, teach me.
You pay $1,000 for pots. You want to lose your job? Beat
Do that?
my pot.
Well, look what you just did.
That's what I'm saying. Metal, when it's hot, tears it up. Spank that baby and say, be good. Onion, add the bell peppers.
Okay, I got you.
Sausage, dehydrated bell pepper.
Okay.
Dehydrated shrimp, parsley, thyme.
Time to what?
If you got time to lean, you got time to clean. Garlic powder, my spice mix, the ham, black pepper.
Okay. Chicken broth?
Yeah.
Now the roux?
Cajun seasoning, our gumbo fowls. We call it filet, but it's...
Filet fowl. Bring this to a boil. We'll drop the shrimp?
Yeah.
What are we going to serve this with, Ma?
Ma Harper's cornbread.
Real deal cornbread.
Cornmeal, flour, sugar, baking powder, and salt. Never crack an egg over your food.
I agree with that.
Because you don't know what hen's sitting in it.
All right.
Oil, milk. We'll go egg again, oil.
Gotta be fast today.
Milk. Now the egg, no milk.
More work than I anticipated doing today. No dry spots.
That's what I call a man of knowledge.
It's called a guy that didn't have a mixer for a long time.
Pour it.
Oh, I like that karate move. I don't know how you make that spoon jump right in there. What temperature are we putting that in?
400 for an hour.
Toothpick test?
Not necessary. I use eyesight.
That's the way we're gonna do it. A little honey and butter?
Try it. You like it. Imitated by many, duplicated by none.
Oh, that's good.
So now we're gonna do some gumbo. Rice, finishing it with Cajun seasoning.
Okay.
Talk to me.
Don't even act like I need to talk to you, because you know how good this is. That is every bit of what you want a gumbo to taste like. All that big, rich flavor coming out of that seafood. It's silky, it's tender. I can't eat this fast enough.
Thank you.
So I'm here in Sioux Falls, South Dakota with my brother from another mother, the judge and great chef, Justin Warner. Now, chef, I'm taking you to a special grocery store.
Is it Flavortown Market again?
No, this is different than an average grocery store. It's a grocery store, bakery, butcher shop, coffee shop, specialty store, 4 restaurants, and they got a brewery.
Are you sure we're in South Dakota, guy?
Exactly. This is Look's Marketplace.
Cheers. The market is amazing. It's kind of a destination.
Plating tacos.
Incredible food, incredible beverages.
There's nothing else like this.
I come down to get a couple steaks, pick up some seafood, wander back here to the charcuterie. We were having a pizza, have a couple beers. I don't know how I would get out of here.
It's an all-day event.
Which started out back in 1883 as Carl Look's Butcher Shop. But when Greg Heineman, his son Nick, and their cousin Bo Vondra bought the place, they went big.
We thought, let's start a brewery, let's start a bakery.
We're part of the Good Food Foundation, and we travel around the country a lot. We saw places like this, and we really wanted to bring it back to Sioux Falls. Hearing the Porkcules.
The Porkcules Sandwich starts out with a ciabatta bread that's made in-house.
You've got pork, and then you've got sausage.
It's incredible.
What are we on to now?
Ciabatta. We have water, yeast, flour, salt, olive oil. Start it up. Very, very slowly add the remainder of the water. Let it rest.
Portion.
It goes into the oven for about 16 minutes.
What are we into? What are we working on right now?
Working on our pit sausage for the Porkcules, beef chuck, back fat, and the pork.
By grinding this in the walk-in,
everything being cold,
you're preserving the fat. This thing can actually create a degree of heat that is gonna self-render that fat. And if the fat's already rendered by the time it's in your patty, it's not gonna make its way into your mouth.
Back in for a second grind?
And we're gonna mix up the spices inside the grinder. Salt, curing salt.
Sodium nitrate, correct?
Correct.
Ground mustard, crushed red pepper, black pepper, coriander.
Totally key.
Granulated onion, granulated garlic. And we're just gonna mix this thing.
Dig it.
Case up the sausage, smokes for about 45 minutes.
Next up?
Pork shoulder, a little yellow mustard.
You get the enzymes, you get the acid.
So we hit it with salt first so the paprika and stuff doesn't clog the pores of the meat.
Got it.
Salt is gonna open it up, start the osmosis. Exactly.
So now we're gonna hit it with the rub.
Whose rub?
Three Little Pigs rub. Then we hit it with their touch of cherry as kind of a finishing. Rest overnight, hit it with a little more rub. It's gonna go into our smoker for about 12 to 15 hours at about 200 degrees.
Love this.
Pull it, and then it's ready for the sandwich.
Porkcules, Porkcules.
First, we're gonna split the pit sausage.
Nice wood-fired grill. Pork butt.
Pork brisket. Regular butter, give it a nice toast. Let's build that sandwich for you. A little chili lime mayo. Pit sausage that we ground together. Pork brisket. Pulled pork. House-made spicy mustard barbecue sauce.
Got it.
Pickled red onion. Arugula on top.
Arugula. You know, like an old horn? Arugula. I'll just see myself out.
All right, and there's the Porkcules.
There are 3 textures of pork, 3 flavors of pork, because 3 things were treated individually and they brought out their best selves. It's a triple punch, left, right, left. The sauce and the accoutrement is not overpowering any of that. It just lets everybody sing, man.
Being that I was the host of the show, I agree with everything Justin says. This is a wonderful way to explore the world of pork. All the pork is fantastic, seasoned great. That ciabatta roll is the perfect vessel. It's a full home run.
Here's a Porkcules sandwich for you.
Thick and juicy because it's just loaded with meats.
Porkception.
Porkceptional.
Everything mixes well together, but still stands out on its own.
This is unique to the world.
This is Rojo Pork and Bread.
Taco Chilango.
Eating here is like you're back in Mexico without having to leave the country.
You smell the salsa, the condiments of his food, because everything is from scratch.
Chilaquiles.
Really Mexican food, not Tex-Mex.
The kind of food Jorge Rojo grew up with in Mexico before he became a lawyer and a painter and moved to Texas to go to culinary school.
Are you an artist? Are you a chef?
A little bit of everything.
Who does all the artwork?
Me. You did all that?
Are you a wood carver?
Also.
What exactly is this?
My playground.
Your playground?
Yeah, and everybody's invited.
Where are you from, Mexico?
Guadalajara.
The home of Torta Ahogadas. Have you ever had one?
No.
The bread was the foundation of the sandwich.
Yeah, virote.
But the rumor on the street is that you make the roll.
I do. 2 tortas ahogadas.
It's a sandwich. You have beans and carnitas inside. You're never gonna look pretty eating that, but it's delicious. It's worth it every time.
All right, so this is the dough we're gonna make for the...
For the virote. Some water, the biga, the mother starter.
From yesterday. So each day you pull a little bit out?
Yes.
And you carry it over.
This is dark beer. high gluten flour, salt,
a little bit of yeast, because you already have yeast in the biga.
and in the beer. Mix it for 10 minutes. We take it out from the mixer.
Let it rest.
Overnight.
And now you're going to portion it
into the rolls.
In this machine.
It's a semi-automatic machine.
Let's see it.
Whoa.
You're gonna see big bubbles.
Look at that going.
Whoa, look at that. That's hot. Another work hard.
Some flour in here.
A lot of effort to portion them perfectly.
Please, put the lid down.
Oh, look, you get to be the assistant.
Like so?
Like that. It will open by itself.
Never seen one of these before. Whoa.
Whoa, look at that.
So we take the chunks.
Snowball fight.
We smash it.
Oh, you don't have a machine for that?
He is the machine.
Okay, there you go.
And from there,
So this part's all by hand. Let them proof again.
for 3 hours, and it's ready to score and go into the oven for 45 minutes at 350 Fahrenheit. This is a really crusty bread.
I mean, it's very crusty bread.
If you use any other kind of bread, if you put sauce over it, it becomes soggy
That's
really,
the
really
key,
fast.
right. Oh my gosh, that's good.
That's fantastic.
The crumb, the crunch. What is this?
This is a slicer that I made to help myself open the bread.
No!
I can cut all of them.
How fast?
That is awesome. You're precisely cutting it really nice and thin, always the same way. And what are we gonna fill it with?
Carnitas.
We're gonna go whole butts?
Yeah, the whole thing gone out.
Just going right into manteca. How many of these pork butts do you go through a week?
48.
Oh, yeah, around 48, 50.
Told you.
See, just right out with that.
We have to sear it, give it a golden crust.
Okay.
Trap all the juices inside.
Add more manteca on top of it.
Once it's boiling, we add the salt. After it's cooked for 3 hours, we let it cool. Chop them and have them ready for service. Now we're gonna make the tomato sauce, salsa dulce.
You like the sweet to go with the salty of the pork.
Following the chef's table theory, salt, acid, sweetness, and fat.
Right?
We add tomatoes, red onions, water.
So this is gonna start to cook.
After boiling, we're gonna throw the spices, which are Mexican oregano, garlic, cloves, cumin,
Tiny bit though.
pepper, and salt.
Cook down how much longer?
30 minutes.
And then we're gonna hit it with the immersion blender.
That's it. You have the hot sauce on the side.
That you make?
Yes.
I'm sorry I asked.
Of course.
We're gonna use chile de árbol, red onion, water. We bring it up to a boil.
Half an hour, let it go, add the ingredients.
Cumin, pepper, clove, garlic powder, and salt. And Mexican oregano.
And then pulse it. Carnitas is done, virote is done.
We take the crumb out,
Make a little canoe of it.
refried beans like a paste.
The carnitas.
We cut it in half.
Some loud bread.
Oh, I like the presentation style.
Tomato sauce.
Really chefs this, doesn't he?
I just like to put a little,
Make a nice moat.
yeah, cabbage, radish, pickled red onions,
Wow.
and of course, lime wedge, sea salt. And this is the hot sauce.
Wow.
Squeeze lime juice over everything.
This is outrageous. That roll is outstanding. That is such a quintessential part to this.
The salty, the sweet, the crunch, perfect.
I can chug the hot sauce.
It's incredible.
The beans are ridiculous.
Perfect amount of creaminess.
Well, I just like that they come out of a pump. That's great.
This is torta.
I just kept eating the bread.
I mean, I've had great bread, seen great bakeries, but that right there,
It's the best.
I mean, it is the best.
The carnitas are amazing.
Every morning when you come in here, you smell the meat and you smell the bread.
It's absolutely a work of art, I'm being honest. It's the definition of Jorge himself.
A true artist, whether it's food or whether it's painting or whatever else he engages himself in. And he brings all the artistry to his food.
Here in Phoenix, Arizona, love this town for Triple D. Been here a ton of times. Great chefs, great restaurants, all kind of diversity. Here to check out a restaurant that won a James Beard Award back in 2012. And you know what? We need to see more of this food and more of this culture. Native American. You're gonna dig it. This is the Fry Bread House.
Forever going in.
So when you come into a restaurant and you see that they have a James Beard Award, you know it's gonna be good.
Green chili stew.
Authentic Southern tribal cuisine.
Vegetarian taco up.
Simple but complex at the same time.
And it all started when Cecilia Miller decided to share her family recipes with the masses back in 1992. And now her kids, Jennifer and Richard, are carrying the torch.
My mother passed away in 2020.
I'm sorry for the
Thank
loss.
you. As a family, we just decided that we were going to continue to keep it going.
She had no idea that her food what's gonna have the appeal to a wide array of people.
Not represented enough. I think Native American gets more recognition and representation in New Mexico, Arizona.
I grew up in Phoenix. Of course, we know about fry bread.
Every time I've been to a Native American restaurant, the food is just tons of flavor.
Honestly, it's an everybody restaurant.
It shows that cultural education that's occurring through food, and that's a powerful thing.
Pozole chummas for table 7.
The pozole is amazing here.
Got some hominy in it, some pork.
The chumeth is like a tortilla. Just dip it in your stew, and it's good.
What's going with the pozole?
Chumeth.
More like a tortilla.
Yeah, but if you're in a native restaurant, you gotta say chumeth. Start by searing our pork.
So a little bit of oil.
Pork loin. We are gonna make pozole. We go oil.
Onions. The hominy.
Garlic.
Oregano.
Oregano. Black pepper. Water.
Chicken base. That much cayenne.
Red chili sauce. Cilantro and green onions.
And then once that pork's done, we're gonna add that in.
That's right. We're making some chumeth.
Chumeth.
All-purpose flour, some salt, lard.
Warm water.
Warm water.
Okay, so we'll mix this up.
We're gonna let it rest. We're gonna portion it out, and then we're gonna sheet it.
And what do you call this tortilla cooking apparatus that's getting hot over here?
We call it a cornmeal.
All right, Daredevil, you're gonna dive right into the fire over there? You're gonna turn that off?
Just lay it in.
Tattoo your arm.
Wait about 5 seconds, and then turn it over.
No need to have any tongs or anything there. Just use your hands and let that just get piping hot.
Get your pozole together, green onions and some cilantro. Use the chumeth also kind of to dip it in there, soak up the juices, and enjoy.
So chumeth is like basically a flour tortilla. I like this scarring. That's good pozole. Tender pork, nice and light. Not shy on flavor at all.
Good.
Delicious. I love it.
I'm working on the pozole.
The pozole here is unique. It's a thicker stew.
It has such a great flavor. The spice makes it amazing.
Well, now I'm in Reno, Nevada, and I find out these dudes have got a second location. I gotta check it out. This is Full Belly Deli. We're talking about scratch-made sandwiches, funky creations.
Nacho Pollo Loco in the window.
The Nacho Pollo Loco sandwich is ridiculous. The chicken itself is breaded with the nacho cheese chips.
You don't find this anywhere else.
It's really delicious.
Now we're gonna get into a chicken sandwich that's coated in nacho cheese chips. This is the kind of stuff that we used to make up when we were in college. When you would have the leftover potato chips that were the crumbles at the bottom, I would always incorporate those.
First, we're gonna season the egg wash here. We've got some hot sauce, kosher salt, fresh cracked pepper. Throw a quick whisk on that. All natural chicken breast. Little dredge there for the flour. Into our seasoned egg wash. Then we're gonna pack those chips on there.
You wanna get that crunch and you wanna get that flavor.
We don't fry them, we bake them. It's healthy.
See?
Come on.
Just when you think they weren't gonna let you be healthy at the Full Belly Deli, they go ahead and bake the chicken.
We bake the chicken.
Next up?
The Southwest sauce. We're gonna add our chipotles and adobo, fresh cilantro.
Give me a little heat in that.
Mayonnaise, sour cream. Then we're gonna add the chipotle and cilantro mixture.
I just got a huge waft of that smoky, dried chipotle. Very interesting. I'll hold this, Your Honor.
Okay. Horseradish, lemon juice, salt, pepper. Finish it off.
Okay.
Pickles are next.
Got it. This is an immersion circulator?
Yes.
Well, isn't that just the cutest little thing? We have a fountain like that in our room. I could also be brining my pickles.
We've got white vinegar here, sugar, salt, and that'll be our brining liquid. We're gonna go whole yellow mustard seed, toasted caraway seed here, peppercorns.
Tricolor?
Yep. Whole garlic, bay leaf, and arbol chili, fresh dill. Then we're gonna add our pickling cucumbers.
Okay.
Then we have our brine.
How long are we gonna go sous vide?
2.5 hours.
Really?
140.
Could you use some really good sous vide terminology?
Let's go 39.9.
There you go.
For 2 hours and 41 minutes. And
they'll be done.
Then we let them sit overnight.
Look at this. Can I just come in and buy this?
Yes, you can.
Good, I'll take this. So jalapenos and a bunch of cheddar.
Toast it up. We've got our Southwest sauce, romaine lettuce and heirloom tomatoes, pickle.
I like where we're going.
Nacho crusted chicken breast. Fold it over.
Dude. Bread is dynamite. It's got good texture, good chew, but not heavy. I love the cheese and the jalapenos on the outside. And the chicken breast, it's got a really good crunch. I mean, I heard it when you hit it with the knife. Awesome smokiness out of the Southwest sauce. But the kicker that refreshes it is that pickle. And that pickle sings.
Singing pickles. Nacho pollo and jalapeno coming in.
The chicken is real juicy, real tender, but the chips add like a perfect crunch.
The pickles are amazing. Nothing like any pickles I've ever had.
The jalapeno cheddar bread is definitely the way to go. Spicy, but cheesy.
If you're looking for a great sandwich, I would say this is the best place to come.
And you're gonna leave with a full belly.
we gotta check out Sonny's famous steak hoagies. How many rolls do you make a day?
Between 30 and 50 dozen.
30 or 50 dozen. Oh, okay.
We start with the water. This is fresh yeast, heated up in some water.
This is the big shot way right here.
Then I have salt, I have diamalt.
Who?
Diamalt is the food for the yeast, flour. 11.5 pounds to start with. We're gonna mix it for a little while, and then we'll add some butter and shortening. Another 12 pounds of flour.
Got it? It's not your first rodeo, is it there, Johnny?
No. The dough starts being carried by the hook. It's ready to go.
Now we take it out, and where does it go?
It goes into a dough box.
For how long?
About an hour. Then we punch it down, and then it starts to come up again.
This is the one that we punch, fold, put it back.
Right.
Oh, you should feel how warm it is. What size are we going for?
4.5 ounces. Boy, you're good.
That is dead on.
I say that's perfect.
Thank you. I'm out.
That was perfect. We'll put them on our metal pan. We're gonna put them in the metal proof box.
You're gonna get about another 20 minutes,
That's
10
it.
minutes, and then we're gonna roll them out.
We'll press it down with our fingers. We wanna fold it a little up, turn it over, roll it out. That's good. Then I put these in the metal proof box.
And they go around 3.
Yes.
Next thing we'll do is score them, butter them, and pop them in the oven.
Yes.
Dig it. The wonderful rotisserie. Slide her down.
Push it all the way down to the bottom, and then it'll stop.
Round and round it goes. It must be the ones I rolled. Interesting how it gets like a little crackle to it.
Yep.
Light crust, but light. That's a good one.
Makes the whole sandwich.
Like the one folks have been lining up for since 1958. Cheesesteak?
Cheesesteak. This is the second. Doesn't get any better.
And what we have here is boneless ribeye, just a little bit frozen, and you're gonna just pop it in the sleeve.
We're looking for like a 1/16 of an inch.
You cut that so thin, there's only one side to it. Goes on the line, yellow onions.
We're gonna put a little bit of butter on the side.
Always better with butter. And then cover it.
We're just waiting for it to get to a point where we can break it up. Put a little salt on top, a little butter again. Mix it all together. And now I'm ready to put my provolone cheese.
And that's all she wrote?
That's all she wrote.
Whoa.
Thank you, thank you.
A little bit of melted cheese, thin slice on that meat and the onions on a freshly baked roll. You know, I love being from California. We got some of the best of the best. But what I wish we had more of is old school Italian delis like this, where they're scratch making their own desserts. They got a deli case full of everything. We're talking about prepared meals. We're talking fresh pasta, homemade sausage. I mean, you name it, they got it. So the next time you find yourself in Robbinsville, New Jersey, you got to check out Dolce and Clemente's. Hey! Right on.
Stuffed roast pork's ready. Come get it.
Just an awesome place.
Who's next?
Authentic Italian. There's nothing here that isn't.
So you got the ricotta there for the sauce?
More than 100 fresh, home-cooked items every single day.
Locatelli.
Which are Italian specialties owner Joe Clementi has learned over a lifetime.
I started when I was 9 in my family's business.
That was Clementi's Italian Market in Brooklyn, not far from the butcher shop that Joe's father-in-law, Frank Dolce, grew up in. Dolce Meats.
Dolce Meats. It started at 8 years old.
And after Joe spent time as a New York City cop, he and Frank joined forces to open up this mother of a market deli and restaurant. What did the family think of this idea?
First, terrible.
Nobody was excited about this? But it's a perfect combo.
Yes. You get everything from sauces to salads.
And homemade Italian breads that are just delicious.
I'll take 1 prosciutto bread, please.
Stuffed prosciutto bread, my most favorite thing that Dolce Clemente serves.
Filled with all different varieties of meats.
Stuffed prosciutto bread? Hit it.
First, we're gonna put it in the prosciutto.
So quiet.
Next, we'll put the ham in, mortadella.
Ground up mortadella. That should have been my middle name.
Next, we're gonna put the supersada in.
Where'd this recipe come from?
My grandfather. Pepperoni. During the holidays, we'll sell between 15 and 20,000 of these Christmas week.
I'm sorry, 15 what?
20,000.
Of this?
Of these.
And you break them all here?
All here. I put the provolone last so it can grab all the meat that's left inside there.
I dig it.
We're gonna put the crushed black pepper in.
I would like a snow cone of that, please. Just for science. That's so good. Don't touch that.
We're gonna make the dough now, so we're gonna dump the water in the mixing bowl. Yeast.
Salt and sugar together.
Next is the oil.
Type of flour we're working with?
High gluten.
Like a pizza dough
Like a
flour.
pizza dough flour,
Okay.
yep.
On the mixer, how long?
About 10, 12 minutes. Then we portion it, then we let it rest overnight.
Okay.
This is how we've been doing it for years in my family. Push it down on one side, you flip it over, you make sure you got enough on the other side, and you pick it up and fold it over from the outside, and start kneading it forward. You just roll it.
That's the official football of Flavortown. I gotta see that again. Set some music to it for me. Maybe Italian opera.
La donna è mobile, qual piuma al vento, e di pensiero.
Then we bake it off. What temp?
350, 38 minutes.
Not 37?
38, exactly.
Too pretty to cut.
No, you gotta cut one and try it.
All right.
All right.
Stromboli gone wild.
You take some olive oil, extra virgin, some locatelli.
I'm sending these out for Christmas.
Just a little parsley to dress it up. So here you go.
It's too pretty to eat. No, it's not. That is ridiculous. When you cook these Italian meats and you let all the fat cook into the dough, you just get all the flavor. The depth of flavor in this is massive. The key, though, is how you cook the meat on the outside of the bread.
Gives it that crunch.
Out of bounds. Seriously, out of bounds.
Thank you.
Oh, you want this for sure. Trust me. One more bite just for you.
An order of prosciutto bread.
You can eat it for breakfast, lunch, or dinner.
It has a really good kick to it, too. A spicy.
Got a little heat to it.
A little heat.
What can I do for you?
Some vodka rigatoni.
Vodka rig, how much would you like?
Anything that you could possibly think of to make for a Sunday family dinner is available in Dolce & Clementi's.